Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology.
Good morning. I'm D. Sudha, Assistant Professor in CSE Department, School of Computing in Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology. Today's topic is about incident response and forensic. It's a part 2. We are going to discuss about the process of initial response. In an initial response process have a three process, that is initial response, investigation, remediation. First we will discuss about what is initial response. We have to begin from the root cause. So interview the person who reported the incident. We need to investigate that person, interview IT. If it is a IT organization, we need to interview the IT staff who might have insight into the technical details of an incident, and interview business unit persons, and review network security logs. If the incident occurred in the IT institution, we need to review the where it will from, where it will be they are connected in the internet. So we need to know what review the network and security log to identify data that would support that incident has occurred. Somewhere it will come from. So we have to know review of network and security logs. After investigation of response from initial, we have to document all the information collected from our source. So this is a first process of initial response process, right? Initial response. Next process is investigation. Here investigation, in a initial response investigation, what for we are investigating? Okay, determine the initial attack vector, and through the malicious code they can attack the institution. So we have to determine malware and tools used, and determine what system were affected, how it is affected, and finally determine what the attackers accomplished. Whereas what attackers are accomplished, what all the damage occurred. So we have to assess the damage, determine if the incident is ongoing, whether the incident is ended or it will continue. Okay, if it is continue means we have to stop there. So determine if the incident is ongoing, and establish the time frame of an incident. So through the time stamp we can analyze when it occurred. So through the time we can establish the incident. This is the second phase of incident response process, investigation, and final process in an incident response is remediate. Remediate is nothing but after collection of all the evidence and investigation, we have to, using the information obtained from the investigation, develop and implement the remediation plans. So this is a process of incident response. So in an incident response we have a three types of process: initial process, investigation process, and remediation process. Next we'll discuss about phases of incident response. So totally here this is a phases of initial incident response, that is preparation, detection and analysis, containment, eradication and recovery, finally post incident activity. So this is a phases of incident response. First we'll discuss about first phase of incident response, planning, right? Preparation and detection and identification. After preparation we have to detect where it will come from. Okay, so detection and identification. After identification we have to containment. That is, containment is nothing but we are going to isolate the infected system from the organization. Then only the affected system will not affect remaining systems. So containment, eradication. After eradication we have to recover the losses. So this three in a single phase: containment, eradication and recovery. Finally it's a post incident activity, that is follow up. With the follow up we can avoid the future losses, damages, right? Follow up and indicator of compromise. So compromise is nothing but we have to analyze. After analyze, we need to document that incident. So these are all the phases of incident response. First, you will see about the preparation of phases. Here, preparation is nothing but key for quick response, planning, proactive measures. We need to measure the activities prior, that is keeping software up to date, hardening individual computers, securing the perimeters of networks, and conducting user awareness and training. So, totally first phase of initial response phase is preparation. Preparation is nothing but planning. Next phase is detection and analyze. Detection is nothing but sophisticated attack can mask themselves as normal. Detection is nothing but vigilance and painstaking attention to detail, right? Antivirus software alerts abnormally show internal connectivity and abnormality in network traffic. So we need to detect, that is where the root cause from. So detection of the root cause, and after detection we have to analyze where it will be, how we will analyze, how we will detect that and how we will recover that with the help of softwares. So detection and analysis is another phase of incident response. Third phase is a containment. Already I told, containment is a disconnecting system from networks, infection system, or a blocking traffic. Okay, infected systems are isolated from the organization. It's nothing but containment. Next phase is a eradication. Malicious code or a software, with the help of this code we are going to eradicate the infected system. Antivirus tools and manual removal technique, with the help of this we are going to remove the infected part. After that, recovery of phases, incident response. First, we need to containment of system, isolate the system and eradicate the system. After eradication, we can restoring data from backups and rebuilding infected system and re-enabling disabled accounts. So, if the in a institution or a IT institution, if any losses occur, we have to contain the containment of system, eradicate the system. After eradication, we can re-enabling disabled accounts. So this is a next phase of incident response, and it's a proactive incident response process follow up. After a documentation, we have to follow that, then only we can avoid the future losses, right? So these are all the benefits of follow up or pre-activity of incident response. What did we get right and what did we get wrong? After analyze, we have to know, that is we have to do this thing, we should not do those things, right? What we get right and what we get wrong. Are our policies or procedure adopt and effective? If it is not effective policy, we need to update. Okay, do we have the necessary resources to effectively respond? After that, we need to follow up. Next, what if anything would we do differently? Okay, if we are not adapted to the updated version, we need to update that. So this is a effective way of follow up. What is the purpose of follow up? We need to avoid the future damage or losses. Next, last phase of your incident response is indicators of compromise, the process of documentation. So, whatever the error in a future will occur, we have to get the information from this documented process. Okay, IOC is nothing but indicator of compromise, process of documenting characteristics and artifacts of an incident structured manner. So, we need to we are collecting the information, it should be documented in a structured manner. That is nothing but IOC, that is it should be work in a directory names, output files, login event, persistence mechanism, IP address, domain names, even malware, network protocol, signature. So, IOC is nothing but documentation process. This is the last topic in incident response. What are all the techniques we are using in a incident response? So these are all the techniques available in a incident response: triage, timeline analysis, malware analysis, and artifact analysis. Triage is nothing but partitioning the most critical and relevant incident and evidence based predefined criteria and indicator, right? We are going to partition the incident. After that we are proceeding the process. So this is one of the technique, that is triage. And timeline analysis, so depends on the time stamp we are doing the process. So that is one of the technique, timeline analysis. And timestamp and logs, when the system is used by the which person, who are all used the system. So this is identified with the help of timestamp and logs. Timeline analysis is one of the technique. And malware analysis nothing but a malicious code, you all know. Examining the malicious code and its behavior through static and dynamic methods such as disassembling, debugging, and sandboxing. Next, last technique in incident response is artifact analysis, analyzing various artifacts that can provide clues and evidence about the incident, such as registry entries, browser history, event logs, and user profiles. Whatever the crime occur, first of all, police will detect the evidence or collecting evidence from the victim mobile phone. Okay, from through the mobile phone they are collecting the call history. With the help of that call history, this person called to whom. So these are all the artifact analyzing technique. Conclusion: so far we discussed about the definition of incident response, forensic analysis, and what are the benefits of incident response, who are all the team members of incident response, and types of incident response team. And at last we discuss about the process and phases of incident response and techniques of incident response. So these are all the reference I used. Thank you.